A mistake I've made was trying to keep an aggressive fish with shrimp. When I first got into the hobby, one of the first fish I bought was a male betta, and I always thought that they were only aggressive toward other male bettas. Boy, was I wrong. The first tank I kept him in had 2 ghost shrimp, and over the course of 2 weeks, he ended up being the only one left in the tank. Now, at the time, I didn't think about this too much because I didn't see any dead shrimp in the tank. They were just gone, and I had watched videos where people had mentioned that their fish had just disappeared without a trace and figured this was something similar. I eventually moved my betta to a new tank that had multiple male amount of shrimp, and every single one of them disappeared. For over a month, I wondered where they went, and then it dawned on me that maybe he had killed them all. It wasn't until I moved him to his 3rd tank that I saw all 5 of my amanos slowly start to appear. It turns out they were hiding under the driftwood, and his size and aggression were what stressed them out. In this 3rd tank of his, I figured I'd add a bamboo shrimp since it was about the same size, but within hours of adding it, the bamboo shrimp decided to jump straight out of the tank, wanting nothing to do with my betta. I ended up moving the bamboo shrimp to another tank and kept the betta on his own. Now, each betta is different, and some will get along fine with your shrimp. Sonic, my most recent alien betta, got along amazingly with my snowball shrimp and other tank mates. In the case of my very first betta, if he had been added to my snowball shrimp tank, I have no doubt he would have decimated the entire population. So if you have a betta and are wanting to keep it with shrimp, test it out, but have a backup tank in place in case it turns out to be aggressive. The last thing you want is for your shrimp colony to be wiped out. And if you have larger aggressive fish in general, or even a micropredator like a scarlet batis, it's best not to keep them with shrimp at all, especially if the shrimp could easily become a snack. If your shrimp colony isn't growing even though your water parameters are perfect, there's a good chance the problem is what you're feeding them. I spent time researching what's actually safe for shrimp and what nutrients and minerals they need to grow, breed, and thrive. That's why I created my own shrimp food collection. It's split into 2 categories, staple foods and complementary foods. Starting with the staple foods, ones you can feed once or multiple times a week, I use Fuse, a carefully balanced fusion of land and sea ingredients, combining proteins like salmon, krill, and shrimp with algae, yeast, and essential vitamins. Then there's Vita, which is entirely plant-based, made from carrot, spinach, kale, beetroot, pumpkin, and sweet potato, all naturally rich in fiber, minerals, and antioxidants. As for the complementary foods that work well as weekly additions or occasional treats, I give them Snow, which is made from soybean hull pellets that are high in fiber and doubles as a great vacation food. Then there's Buzz, which is pure natural bee pollen, packed with protein, amino acids, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Tree is another one I use, made from moringa leaves, and naturally rich in vitamins, minerals, and trace elements, including calcium. Rounding things out is Alga, made of pure organic spirulina. It's also loaded with protein, amino acids, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. If you'd like to try any of these foods, pick up an individual bag or grab one of the various packs. Use promo code FOREVER10 for 10% off. Skittle Squad members on Patreon also unlock exclusive member pricing, along with behind-the-scenes access and deeper insight into everything happening in my aquariums. You'll find links in the description and pinned comment below.